Hamad is asking, how do you measure the effectiveness of your LinkedIn ads campaign? Justin, this is a perfect question for you.
I would say with this one, I'm definitely not one of those marketers who are like afraid of attribution. I understand that it's hard to get a very clear answer, but my way of measuring kind of marketing efficiency or results is three pronged. First, I fight really hard for channel attribution. So inside of LinkedIn, I set up conversion events for key things. First, leading indicators. Did they visit pricing page? Did they visit the contact us page? If they take action and actually book a call or submit the form, ideally, our friends from ecom, they forward you to a thank you page or a booked call confirmed page. And there's these little like checkpoint URLs. I would set those up as conversion events and track as much as you can. The second thing is for every new meeting that we get, we ask them a mandatory field. Where did you find us or how did you hear about us? So we get self attribution. And then I do consult software attribution on a semi regular basis to try to see more of the journey. But my whole theory is I try to triangulate the truth through those 3 points: channel attribution, self attribution, and software attribution.
LinkedIn user is asking, what are some of the most common pitfalls to avoid when running LinkedIn ads? And how can your business effectively balance the positives and negatives to achieve best results?
The biggest, I think, pitfalls to avoid is some of the settings. So, usually, what we see is in house teams or broad spectrum marketing agencies are handling a lot of these ad accounts. What I've realized is that each channel of marketing is its own ocean of knowledge. I have a lot of respect for people that go deep on paid search, deep on Facebook, deep on Reddit or Quora or other marketing channels. And there should be a level of respect for LinkedIn as well. The settings can really trip you up because they don't operate like Facebook. One of the things that I found is it's much better to create more detailed targeting versus to overly rely on exclusions because LinkedIn groups buckets of position titles together. There's people with multiple position titles or positions listed on their profile. There's people that volunteer to Red Cross, and LinkedIn doesn't know the difference between them being a volunteer of Red Cross or being an employee of a nonprofit. So excluding nonprofits is not as good as just including people in the industries you want to target. The next big one is I can't tell you how many times I've seen people just not leveraging retargeting. So they get into LinkedIn and they're trying to saturate ABM in the cold layer and they just never have any kind of retargeting framework, which I think is a massive miss. Then the third one is the type of asset that you run, in my mind, should follow more modern demand gen approach where you're positioning yourself as an expert, you're giving valuable assets people want to consume that help build trust and change the conversation, putting out valuable web of content that draws people in and want to take action. I think that's some of the most powerful thing you can do on this platform specifically.
This gentleman, I guess, does ads for Facebook and Instagram. And he's asking you, how do I get clients for Facebook ads and Instagram ads on LinkedIn? Interesting question. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
The ideal scenario for this would be that you're serving B2B clients because I feel like it would be a little harder to get Facebook clients when you mostly serve ecom because that group of like ecom business owners that are going to want to run Facebook or Instagram ads is going to be harder to reach on LinkedIn. But so I'm going to assume for this one that you're a B2B service provider and you want to find Facebook and Instagram ad clients by running ads on LinkedIn. The first I would say is if you're doing anything else, so if you already have paid search going, you're running ads for a B2B Facebook agency or Instagram agency for these kind of industries, you're running organic, maybe you have SEO, you already have website traffic that you've attracted people to. The first thing I would do is get your insights tag installed, be collecting that traffic into buckets and start qualifying and retargeting that existing traffic, and then create kind of a web of assets that show people that you are the expert in your space. Pretty much my playbook for how I get LinkedIn ads clients on LinkedIn would work really well for you to get Facebook ads clients on LinkedIn because these are B2B business decision makers consuming your content. And basically, you want to show them the power of Facebook, the results other people are getting, work in that FOMO so they feel like they're missing out by not running Facebook ads as part of their mix. And that should move the needle pretty heavily.